the living. Showtime at the Apollo.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Play fake. Here's Love. His throw incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On third down, Love. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by a defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Love looking to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Jones. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. Nifty move. Room here to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right, nowhere to go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
18 Cardinal.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Jones. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He gets this one to Boyd. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Love now. That's caught by Sims. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Love. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On play action. Love to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The Giants hit 6 and 5 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. Oh, what a move. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop a shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Jones on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Gano's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Love, and returns it right back to Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Kayvon Thibodeau. Make that now for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
To throw again on second down. Jones puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Jones. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll run with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come. And they got it done.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Love, they go play action now. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Throwing on second down, Love. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. Give them 18 on the play. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Love. Thomas has got it. Complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Love looking to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But Charles, in a tie game, you always wonder who's going to be making the big plays. Right now, it's not the offensive players. We're seeing these defenses step up and take control. Both of the last 2 drives have ended with interceptions.
They are certainly dictating this game, aren't they? Now it's going to come down to which offense can follow their defense's lead and step up in the clutch themselves.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this is going to be intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. The 30. 10, 5. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Barkley did not get there. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Love from the gun. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 61 yards. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Robinson with another carry. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 62 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Runs over him. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Robinson up the middle. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. And that is no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out here with a victory.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. But it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Hand off now to Robinson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Love. And he finds McLaurin. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Washington,
it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.